Boo! What? May I have a seat?
Oh, sure.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing? What's wrong with you?
You're supposed to run away screaming.
I am? Why would I do that?
Because
Why?
Don't you realize who I am?
I don't, sorry. Who are you?
I'm the spider. You know, the spider. I'm the one who's supposed to scare you away.
No, sorry. Doesn't ring a bell. Would you like a pretzel?
No, I don't want a pretzel. I want to scare you out of your wits.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, why don't you try again?
Ah!
How was that?
That was pathetic. You obviously didn't mean it.
Well, sorry, I'm just not afraid of spiders.
Well, you don't have a very good attitude about this, Missy.
Virginia, the name's Virginia Muffet, and you are?
I can't believe you still don't know who I am. I'm the one who's supposed to scare you right off your tuffet. Don't kids read their nursery rhymes anymore?
What's a tuffet?
What's a tuffet? You've got to be kidding me. It's what you're supposed to be sitting on.
How can I sit on a tuffet if I don't even know what one is?
Okay, let me try to explain. A tuffet is a low padded seat or footstool.
Well, this is a bench, not a tuffet.
I can see that this is a bench, but it's supposed to be a tuffet so that it rhymes with your name, Muffet. Tuffet, Muffet.
Oh, I get it. That's so cute.
See, you're supposed to be sitting on a tuffet, eating your curds and whey.
Oh, I had curds and whey for breakfast. I wanted something a little spicier, so I'm having tortilla soup. Want to taste?
That does smell good. I love cilantro and those little chilies. And never mind about the soup. It's in a bowl close enough. But when I sit down next to you, you're supposed to run away in horror.
But if I run away in horror, I might spill my soup, and I'm enjoying my soup.
Aren't you even a little bit frightened of me?
Look, buddy, I have a bottle of Tabasco sauce here, and I'm not afraid to use it, so back off.
Oh, what's the use? I can't even scare a little girl anymore. That's the easiest job of all. I am a disgrace to arachnids everywhere.
It's okay, let it out, let it all out. There you go. Feeling better?
A little.
You know, if I may give you my opinion, I think you're much too wrapped up in this macho self-image you've developed. So what if you don't strike fear into the hearts of young girls everywhere? Is that the end of the world? No, it's not. Maybe it's time for you to reinvent yourself. Turn over a new leaf. Try something new. Do you really want people to be scared of you all the time? Do you? Wouldn't you like to at least have a few friends to play with? Of course you would. So here's what I like to suggest. Go over to that nice tall water sprout and climb up and up as high as you can go. And when you reach the top, I want you to shout, "I am not a bully." Go on, just try saying it first.
I'm not a bully.
I can't hear you. Try saying it again with a little more conviction. I am not a bully.
I am not a bully.
Wonderful. Now again.
I am not a bully. I am not a bully.
Wonderful. You see, now everyone will know what a kind, generous spider you are, and your life will be forever changed.
I think you're right. I don't have to bully people to feel good about myself. My life can be totally turned around. By George, I'm gonna climb that water spout and yell to the world, I am not a bully. Just think, I can be an artist or a poet or someone like that. I've always loved knitting.
Hooray! Oh, and Spider, when you reach the top, make sure you keep a lookout for rain, or you can be in for the ride of your life. Goodbye now!
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly Spider-Man. Is he strong or is he blind? He's got radioactive fire. There goes the Spider-Man.
She's gonna come back out.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Hurry, get in, so I can blow out the door. Well, you two take the cake. You could have been killed.
It wasn't my fault. It was Sam.
What do you mean it was my fault? I didn't do anything wrong.
Sometimes you're not a very good
Don't
daughter.
All right, break it up. You're both a couple of blockheads.
But we're not blockheads. We did exactly what you told us to do.
Yeah, we did exactly what you told us to do. We each built a house so we can live out on our own.
Yeah, we're out living on our own, having the time of our lives.
You mean you built your houses as fast as you could so you can go off and party with your friends. Well, where are those friends now, huh? Where were they when you needed help?
Well, they were all.
And what about those houses you built? They didn't protect you, now did they? There's nothing left but a pile of straw and a stack of sticks.
You told us
Blockheads.
to go build houses for ourselves. You didn't say what kind of houses.
Yeah, I was being thrifty and earth conscious. Did you know straw is a very sustainable material and very eco-friendly? How was I supposed to know that the big bad wolf can blow it down in one puff? There was no warning on the recycling package.
You mean it never occurred to you that a house made out of straw may not be suitable for the earth's elements? The wolf blew it down in one puff. Imagine what a little wind or rainstorm might have done. And you! Remember how I told you to always measure twice and cut once?
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Well, did you even measure once? A good wood frame structure takes time and know-how. Did you have any idea what you were doing?
Well,
Did you read up on it at all?
not really. I thought I could just figure it out by myself.
Oh, sure. Here we go again. You two in hot water and me bailing you out. What am I going to do with you?
Oh, I know. Why don't you make us a cup of tea and some muffins? I'm starving.
Me too. Do you have any scones? I just adore a nice scone with my tea.
I cannot believe you two. Don't you know we still have work to do? Your stomachs will just have to wait.
Come on. There's no way the big bad wolf can get into your brick house, Joe. You're a master builder.
That's right, Joe. You built your house with the strongest materials available. We're safe now. There's no way the big bad wolf can huff and puff this place down. Now, how about I give the cards?
That sounds wonderful. Let's play hard.
No. Don't you guys understand? That wolf may not be able to blow my house down, but he's crafty. He'll find another way in. Then what will you do? We have no more brothers to run to. Just consider the possibilities.
He can't climb in through the windows. They're boarded shut.
And he can't get into the door. We locked it tight.
I say we're safe.
Me too.
Now, let's play cards and have some tea and scones.
George and I will get the water boiling.
That's it! Why, I declare you two are brilliant!
We are?
The only way the wolf can get into here is to climb up through the roof and slide down the chimney. If we boil the water in the fireplace, the wolf will slide right down and scald himself. What a wonderful idea!
It was?
Oh, brothers, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Oh, you have saved us.
We have?
Look at us, the three pig brothers. We're not just good looking, we're smart too.
Right.
Hello. Can I help you?
No, thank you. Just looking.
Okay. Just let me know if you need any help.
I never need any help.
Okay. Lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
You think this weather's lovely? I think it's terrible, all rainy and gloomy.
Well, lovely weather for ducks, anyway.
Very funny. I don't like ducks much.
How can anyone not like ducks? With all due respect, they're beautiful and useful creatures. They eat the slugs out of our gardens.
I think they squawk too much.
Up,
Down,
right,
wrong,
black,
white.
here.
There.
So it is you, the famous Mary Mary. I've heard about you. Ooh.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
I most certainly have. Stop!
What?
You were going to disagree with me again.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Stop! That's amazing. You truly are the most contrary person I've ever met.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. That's where you get your nickname. Mary, quite contrary. You disagree with everything anybody has to say. It's quite a strange problem to have, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Well, I think it is.
Well, no, it's
Stop! You don't have to be contrary with me.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Let's just try having a normal conversation. Does that sound all right?
All right.
Very good. Let's just take it slow. How can I help you?
I would like some help with my garden, please.
Now we're getting somewhere. Plans for your garden. May I call you Mary, or do you prefer Mary?
I actually prefer Mary. It makes me sound twice as important. If you don't mind.
Of course not. I myself go by my full name, Peter. Adds a bit of class, don't you think?
I do.
Look at us, agreeing on something.
I guess.
All right, plants for your garden. What kind of plants do you currently have growing?
Well, I have silver bells
How lovely.
and cockle shells.
Taco shells? Those aren't really flowers, are they?
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. They're a mollusk. They grow in the sea like clams and oysters.
Well, they're growing in my garden too.
All right. Let's not argue about it. You're doing so. What other plants do you have?
I have pretty maids.
Pretty maids. Are those a kind of perennial or something?
Well, I'm not sure if they're perennial, but they stand in a nice straight line.
I thought I knew everything there was about plants. Well, what do they look like?
Oh, they're about this tall, and they wear pretty dresses and petticoats.
Dresses and petticoats? Like real girls? You're not telling me you have real girls in your garden, right?
Why, yes, they stand in a nice straight row behind the marigolds.
How do you get them to stay there?
Well, I asked them nicely, of course. Why? Is that a problem?
Well, it doesn't sound quite right somehow. I've never heard of a garden like yours before. It does sound quite unconventional.
Well, you do know I like to be different.
I can see. Well, what plants are you looking for today?
I've been thinking of growing some vegetables in my garden.
Okay,
Perhaps pumpkins?
pumpkins.
Yes, I'd like to grow some nice big pumpkins. That way I can have pumpkin soup, pumpkin bread, pumpkin hot pie. Do you perhaps have any pumpkins?
No pumpkins. What about another vegetable like zucchini or spaghetti squash? Something delicious like that.
Well, those are good options, but I'd really like to grow some nice round pumpkins. That way I can have pumpkin pie, pumpkin bread, pumpkin soup. Do you have any pumpkins, perhaps?
No pumpkins, but we had other vegetables like zucchini and spaghetti squash, something delicious like that.
Well, those are really good options, but I want a nice round pumpkin.
No, I'm sorry, but we don't have any pumpkins, but thank you for
What do
coming
you
in.
mean you have no pumpkins? This is a plant nursery. Surely you have one pumpkin around here.
No, I can give you any pumpkins. They're mine, all mine.
Why would you possibly need that many pumpkins? Surely I can have one little seed. I'll grow it myself.
No pumpkins. I can't give you even one little seed. I might starve to death. Pumpkins, they're all I eat. Morning, noon, and night. Pumpkins. Okay, I admit it. I'm a pumpkin eater. I eat pumpkins. I live with a pumpkin. I drive a pumpkin. I can't live without pumpkins. I will not give my pumpkins to anyone, including the famous Mary.
I thought your name sounded familiar. You're the very selfish Peter Pumpkin Eater. I've heard all about you.
No, you got the
How
wrong
you
guy.
eat pumpkins, you live in a pumpkin, you hoard pumpkins. You're totally obsessed with pumpkins.
Pumpkins, they're my friends. No one else can have them.
Oh, and you think I have a problem for disagreeing with people? Take a look in the mirror, buddy. You just use a couple sessions on that therapist couch yourself. Now, thank you for your help, but I'm gonna go buy pumpkin plants somewhere else. And I'm gonna grow the biggest, best pumpkins you've ever seen. Ta-ta!
That's just fine, Mary. Try growing big, healthy pumpkins in that crazy garden of yours. They'll never sprout. Do you hear me? They'll never go for you.
I'm Detective Penny Piper. I came as swiftly as I could.
Oh, thank goodness. Welcome, Detective Piper. My name is Gary Tudor. I'm the manager of Feather Batter Bakery. Thank you for coming on such short notice.
I got your message and came right over. What seems to be the emergency?
Well, a serious problem has developed here at the Better Batter Bakery, and we need your expert advice. We're hoping that a famous detective such as you can crack the case wide open.
I will certainly do my best. Although, I must warn you, I'm allergic to flour, so pardon me if I start to cough or sneeze in the bakery. Now, what seems to be the problem?
Well, you see, Detective Piper, Penny Piper, are you by any chance related to Peter Piper?
Oh boy, here we go again. Do you mean the Peter Piper who picked the pickled peppers?
Yes, that Peter Piper.
Unfortunately, I am. Peter Piper is my cousin.
Really? How fascinating. You know, I've always wondered how many pickled peppers Peter Piper picked.
Everyone seems to be so fascinated with Peter Piper and his peck of pickled peppers. I cannot tell you exactly how many pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. As many as it took him to fill his head, I suppose. Now, can we please get back to the trouble at the bakery?
Right, the trouble at the Better Batter Bakery. You see, it all started when our baker, Betty Botter, put bitter butter into the bakery batter.
Bitter butter?
Exactly, bitter butter. You see, it's not like Betty Botter to put anything but the best butter into the bakery batter.
It's not.
Absolutely not.
So what happened when Betty Botter put the bitter butter into the batter?
Well, it turned the batter bitter.
Oh dear, what a catastrophe for the Better Batter Bakery. Bitter batter.
And that's not the end of it. Because of all the bitter batter, the crust got crisp. And crisp crust, crackle, and crunch, you see.
I see. Crisp crust, crackle, and crunch. Go on.
And some of the bitter batter even got into a box of mixed biscuits.
A mixed biscuit box?
Exactly, a box of mixed biscuits, a mixed biscuit box.
Curious.
So Betty Botter had to stop batter production, go down to the grocery store, and pick up some new butter, some better butter. I haven't seen anything like it since Sally Sutton worked here 7 years ago.
Sally Sutton, doesn't she sell shells down by the seashore?
She does now. Sally couldn't handle the noise and pressure of the bakery. Any noise annoyed her, but the noisy noise annoyed her more.
I see. Very interesting. Annoyed by noisy noise.
Betty had
Was there anyone else at the bakery?
well, there was me, Terry Tudor.
Terry Tutor? You know, I once knew a tutor who tooted the flute. He tried to tutor to tutors to toot, but the two asked the tutor, is it harder to toot or to tutor to tutors to toot?
It's a very interesting question, Detective. I'm certain it must be harder to tutor two tutors to toot than it is to toot the flute.
I agree. Now, back to the bitter batter. Was there anyone else here at the bakery the day that the bitter batter showed up in the batter?
Well, there was the stocky stock boy.
The stocky stock boy?
Yes, the rather stocky stock boy, Fuzzy Wuzzy. He happens to be a bear, by the way.
Fuzzy Wuzzy is a bear.
Yes, but oddly enough, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, which is very rare for a bear.
I see. Very interesting. A bear with no hair, that is very rare. He wasn't very fuzzy, was he?
Not at all.
Did it ever occur to you that Fuzzy Wuzzy might not even be a bear at all?
Not a bear? Well, I didn't want to stare. So what you getting at?
Well, maybe he told you he was a bear to hide his true identity. Look at it this way. If two witches were watching two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
I have no idea.
It's not important. We have got to find this backstabbing bear. And if my instincts serve me right, I bet that stocky stock boy has a whole storeroom filled with bitter butter, and he's out to spoil the bakery's better batter.
Brilliant, Detective. Oh dear, is it your allergies?
Yes, but I'll be fine. Just a little tick on my throat. You know, it's not the cough that carries you off, but the cough that carried you off in. Now, let's go find that bear.
Need a little help.
Oh dear, what has happened to you?
We had a little accident. Come on, Jack, just a little farther.
Is it dinner time yet, Mommy?
Right here, Jack. Oh, see, there you go.
Thank you, sir. Is the movie about to start?
No, Jack. This is the nurse. We're at the doctor's office. You hit your head when you fell down the hill, don't you remember?
Do I like September? Yeah, it's one of my favorite seasons.
Do you see what I mean? He's been like this ever since he hit his head.
Yeah, I would like to go to bed.
No, Jack. You can't go to bed just yet. The The doctor will be here any minute to check you out. Until then, let's just stay at the top, okay?
Okay, you're a nice lady.
Aw, thank you. I think you're nice too, Jack. Would you like a glass of water?
No, but you know what I would like?
What?
A glass of water.
Oh, alright. I'll go get you that. Why don't you just stay there and don't move, okay?
Okay.
So how bad is it? Do you think he'll be okay?
We'll have to see what the doctor has to say. It must be quite the fall. He seems very confused. What happened exactly?
Well, you see, Jack was supposed to get his dog a bath today, and I agreed to help him. Bad idea. We got a message from his mom and had to go to Philip. It was going to take 2 of us to carry it back down to the middle of the We climbed up that steep hill too well, and believe me, that trail is treacherous.
I know what you mean. I've always told her myself on several occasions.
Yeah, somebody ought to really do something about that to make it safer.
I completely agree.
Anyway, Jack isn't the most graceful of guy I know, even on a good day.
Jack, please. Here's your cup. Here's your glass of water. Let's stay down, okay?
Okay, thanks, grandmother. But I thought I asked for milk.
No, Jack, you asked for water. And this isn't your grandmother. This is the nice lady, the nurse, remember? And I'm your friend, Jill. Don't you remember falling down the hill?
Do I remember calling Uncle Bill?
Oh boy.
Jack? Can you tell me what's there?
Of course I can. It's my birthday. Can I open my presents now, Daddy?
No, Jack, it's not your birthday, and there are no presents.
Is there cake?
Sorry, no cake either.
Well, you two don't throw a very good birthday party.
Okay, I think we might want to walk around some more. So, what happened exactly? Did he slip on something?
No, not actually. We went to the top of the hill and saw Dip the Bucket, one little garter snake. Well, it slithered out from behind the well, and you can believe how he lost his balance. Jack is deathly afraid of snakes.
Snake? Where?
Jack, calm down, there are no snakes. Don't say it.
It's okay. There are no reptiles or other nasty creatures in this room. Now calm down and relax a bit. The doctor will be here in just a minute.
Anyway, that's how he lost his footing. He screamed, completely lost his balance, and next thing we knew, we were going down the hill at lightning speed. Jack hit his head on a few rocks, and I came tumbling after. What a day!
Where's the sleigh? Is Santa here? I want to see Santa.
Yes, Jack. Santa's here, and he's in the examination room. He's gonna check out that bump on your head. Isn't that nice?
Oh, Santa's so nice. Are there elves in the examination room too?
Yes, lots and lots of elves just waiting to take your blood pressure.
And presents?
Yes, lots and lots of presents.
After all, it is my birthday, you know.
Cat, oh, there you are, Cat. You gotta do something about little dog. He won't stop and it's driving me crazy.
Oh, hi, Cap.
Cat, are you listening to me? You gotta do something about little dog.
What is it, Cal?
You see what I mean?
Okay, you've got to come watch this with me. She's doing Zumba and yoga, running laps, and practicing her splits. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I'm in training, little dog, and I won't let you or anyone else discourage me from reaching my goals. Now go run along, find something useful to do. I gotta be in top shape for tonight.
Did you hear that, Cat? Do you know what she's training for? Moon jumping! Moon jumping, it's so ridiculous. Who ever heard of a cow jumping over the moon? It's not natural. I got one word for you, gravity. Am I right?
Right, little dog. Gravity. But why not let Cal back to her training? Find something better to do.
Cat, what's wrong?
You can tell us, Cat. We're your friends. Maybe we can help.
Oh, thanks. You're such good friends, but there's really nothing you can do about it. It's too late.
Too late for what, Cat? Did something happen to your fiddle?
No, it's not my fiddle.
Didn't you get your usual dish of warm milk for breakfast?
Oh dear, was the milk sour? I can get some fresh for you if you like.
No. It's not that. Don't worry about it. It's not important.
Not important. Cat, if something was upsetting you this much, it must be important.
Well, do you remember last night at the party
Yeah, it was a
Yeah, it
great
was really
party.
when everybody was laughing and dancing?
Oh, yeah, I could have danced all night.
Well, something terrible happened.
What
Tell
happened?
us.
Dish.
Ran away.
Dish ran away.
With Spoon!
I
No!
don't believe it!
Yes, my very own little Dish, running away with that delinquent Spoon. He's always getting into hot water and stirring things up. And he's practically unbreakable, and Dish is so fragile. I'm just gonna miss her so much. She never even got to say goodbye.
I'm so sorry, Kat. But, you know, they do have quite a bit in common. Like, they both come from the same china cabinet.
That's true, Cat. And they both work in the food service industry.
You're right. They do have a lot in common. I'm just gonna miss her so much. I hope she'll be okay.
We know, Cat, but you never know. She may come back.
That's right, Kat. She may come back and serve your milk again. We'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, let's go watch Kat work out. It's a hoot!
Oh, little dog, you'll never stop, will you? Come on, Cat. Let's go stare at the beautiful moon for a while. By the way, can you play Zumba music on that fiddle of yours?
Snowball! Wooly! Here, sheep! Shh! Can't you see I'm trying to hide here? Go away, go away. Oh, I'm sorry, but excuse me. Who exactly are you hiding from? There's no one here but you and me, unfortunately. Can you please just go away? She'll be here any minute now, but I really don't want her to find me. Oh, alright. Just as soon as I find my sheep. Fluffy! Snowball! Oh, where have they gone this time? Can you go look for your sheep somewhere else, please? They're obviously not here, and your voice could probably be heard by my little lamb. And in case you haven't noticed, I've been trying to hide from her. Your lamb? What do you mean you're trying to hide from her? Why would anyone want to hide from their little lamb? Well, it's a long story. Let's just say she follows me everywhere I go, and I've had enough of it. Oh, I see. No, actually, I don't see. I've looked everywhere for my flock of sheep, and I can't seem to find them anywhere.
Oh, just leave them alone and they'll come home.
Maybe they don't want to come home. Maybe they don't like me anymore.
Oh, I'm sure they still like you.
Do you feed them every day?
Then they still like you.
Well, my name's Mary. What's yours? Bo Peep.
Bo Peep? Bo Peep. Really? That's your name? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's a nice name. Very unique. How about you tell me about your sheep? How many are missing? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. 4 missing sheep. What's their names?
Well, there's Wooly. He's the oldest and as stubborn as can be. And then there's Snowball. She's the pretty one. And Fluffy, he's the ringleader. And last but not least, there's Leonard. He's a conformist. Everywhere the others go, Leonard is sure to follow.
Yeah, lambs tend to do that. But you seem pretty fond of them. How did you end up losing them?
Well, we were out for a daily walk, and I stopped to pick a couple flowers. And when I looked back, they were gone. And it's not the first time, too. Like the day before that, I stopped to climb a tree to pick an apple. And when I got back down, vanished into thin air. And then the day before that, I looked up at a cloud formation, and when I looked back, well, you can probably guess.
Gone? That's terrible. They always come home again, right?
Yes, wagging their stubby little tails behind them. But I must admit, it's not just the sheep. I seem to be losing everything these days. My cell phone, my iPod, my laptop. Why, just last week I lost my house key, my glasses, and my coat all in one day. I'm afraid that one day I'm going to lose my head.
I can't seem to lose anything. At least when it comes to my little lamb.
What do you mean?
Well, I have this little lamb, and she's awfully cute, and I love her a lot, but she just follows me everywhere, and it's so frustrating. She followed me to the park, to the library, the store. She even followed me to school this morning, and as you may know, that's against the rules. No Spider-Man rules allowed on school grounds, which, I mean, I really don't get. What's the harm in having an occasional chicken or sheep on the playground? Well, anyway, I told her to go home, but she just stayed at the playground and waited for me all day.
Wait, she just waited for you to get done with school? She didn't run away or get lost?
Oh no, she never runs away. And boy, did I get in trouble for that little lamb.
I wish my sheep would follow me everywhere I go. It would be so much easier.
Oh, come on. It might sound easy, but it's nothing but a headache.
Well, I think it's sweet, and you were very fortunate.
Oh, come on. Haha. Look, there goes Mary with that little lamb of hers. It's so embarrassing.
Well, I think it's sweet, and it's so much easier than chasing your sheep all around the countryside every day like I do.
I mean, I guess. I never have to chase her around, and she is awfully cute. She has a fluffy white coat.
Yes?
And cute little ears.
Oh, how sweet.
And those eyes. I mean, one look at those baby blue eyes and you melt like butter. And she's so devoted to me. She sleeps at the edge of my bed each night. And when she romps around the yard, it's just so adorable. And gosh, I just love her so much.
Of course you do. She's your little lamb. You can't help but love her.
Yeah, you better get going. She's probably looking for me, and she may be scared or worried about me.
Yeah, I better get going too. It will be dark soon, and, well, I got to find my sheep and get them home for dinner. Thanks for all your help.
No problem. Thank you as well.
You're welcome.
Oh, and one more thing. Microchips. You might want to consider getting microchips to your sheep. That way, even if they roam around, you'll always get them back again.
Microchips? Why didn't I think of that? I'll call the vet first thing tomorrow morning. Good luck in finding your lamb.
You as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your consideration, I present to you a portrait of a man and a woman, a husband and a wife by the names of Jack and Edith Spratt. A contented couple, they found themselves perpetually satisfied with their easy life and simple routine. Observe the husband, Jack Spratt. Mr. Spratt is a man of a simple man that lives a simple life beside his wife, Edith. Strangely enough, they never argue, never quarrel. They're completely symbiotic, interconnected, and complementary to each other. For example, Mr. Spratt can only eat the tender lean on a cut of meat, where Mrs. Spratt can only eat the fat of a meat. In this way, they both get whatever they want and never have to share. This is only one small example of the perfectly balanced relationship. Here in a moment, you will see the unwinding of a relationship. But can this marriage sustain the obstacles that's ahead of them? Can this marriage stay together for this ultimate test? You, my friends, are going to witness the play of the Twilight Realm.
My dear, that was delicious. Tender and juicy and roasted to perfection.
Thank you, dear. I enjoyed it as well. The fat was crispy and flavorful,
And-
just the way I like it.
And did you get enough fat, dear?
Absolutely, dear. Did you get plenty of lean?
Couldn't eat another bite. Life is just so simple together, is it not?
I agree wholeheartedly, dear. Our life together is effortless.
You can only eat the fat of the roast.
And you eat only the lean. You like down,
And you prefer to walk. I like to weed the garden.
and I prefer mowing the grass.
I like to vacuum the house.
I would much rather dust the furniture.
And I'd prefer to wash the dishes.
And I like to dry the dishes.
And I like to read the paper in the morning.
And I like to listen to the radio.
And I can only sleep on the left side of the bed.
And I can only sleep on the right.
It's a blessing, really.
The gift of a perfectly harmonious union.
It is a gift, is it not? But can the Spratts sustain this perpetual bliss? Is there nothing extremely insignificant that can break this balanced relationship? Something that sits on the intersection of harmony and discord, an intersection that is only shown in a shadow land called the Twilight Realm.
What do you say we watch some television, dear?
That would be lovely, lovely, dear. It's just about time for the news. Would you turn on the telly while I get the tea?
My pleasure, dear. Oh my. What is this? Edith,
Yes, dear. What is it?
does this strange object belong to you?
Why, no, dear. What is it? Where did it come from?
I don't know. I've never seen it. What do you suppose it is?
I'm sure I don't know. Perhaps you should pick it up.
I don't know. I don't think either of us should touch it. It might be dangerous.
What do you suppose all those buttons are for?
I'm not sure. Explosive of some kind.
An explosive? What would an explosive be doing in our house? I think you should pick it up and see what it is.
Well, I think you should pick it up and see what it is.
It's harmless. Go ahead, pick it up and see what it does. Is it heavy?
No, it's not too heavy.
Well, is it hot or cold?
No, it's just room temperature.
Does it hurt your hand in any way?
No, it's actually quite comfortable.
Well, maybe
Like it was always meant to be there.
I should try holding it for a while.
Look, the channel on the television, it changed.
I don't like this, Jack. Put that thing down. Put it down.
No, I actually want to try something first. Would you look at that? When I press the buttons on this strange object, the channel changes. And hey, look, the game's on. Well, why don't we take a seat and see who's playing?
Well, will you look at that? My favorite cooking show is on.
What are you doing? I was watching that.
Yes, I know, dear, but I don't want to watch the football game. I want to watch my favorite cooking program, and there it is. I want to hold the strange object.
No, I want to hold the strange object.
But you'll only turn on the football game when I want to watch the Food Channel.
That's right. When I have the strange object, I control what we watch. But when you have it, you get control. And you'll probably just mute all the commercials when I want to hear what they're saying.
Why would you want to watch a commercial for something you don't even need? Give me that object!
No, I want the object.
No, I want the object!
Get your hands off it. It's mine.
You guys have just traveled through a dimension. Not just a dimension of the sight and sound, but a dimension of the mind. What you guys have just witnessed here is a shattering of Sprat's relationship. A relationship that can only be seen through the imagination. You, my friends, have witnessed a shattering in the Twilight Realm.
Well, you seem to be moving faster these days.
Yeah. Slowly but surely. How are you doing?
A little better, just a little soreness when I laugh, but luckily there's not much to laugh about these days.
I know what you mean. Well, you're looking better anyways. Getting that silver color back in your cheek.
Really? You think so? Well, that's good. I've really been trying to get back out there, on the hunt.
Of course I know. What's a wolf without his hunt? Might as well be a poodle or a chihuahua for heaven's sake. We just have to be patient. That's all. Injuries like ours don't heal overnight.
I get what you're saying, and these injuries are major. Major. Like, I had to get 31 stitches.
31 stitches, that's nothing. I had third-degree burns over the entire lower half of my body. And believe me, it's a little embarrassing waiting for the fur to grow back.
I know what you mean. What's a wolf without his beautiful fur?
He's nothing, I tell you. A wolf's thick coat, it's his pride.
It's his joy.
It's his key to his thrift for good looks.
Alright, boys, so what's it gonna be?
What are the specials today, Rosie?
So let's see, we've got pigs in a blanket, ham and eggs, pork tenderloin, and navy bean soup
Navy bean soup sounds good.
with ham hocks.
Ham hocks? Forget it.
And how's the prime rib today, Rosie?
Aged to perfection and served with one of Granny's special muffins.
I think we're gonna need a minute or two to decide.
Get yourself.
Newspaper called today. They're doing a story called A Recent Wolf Bloopers. They called for an interview.
An interview? You didn't agree to anything, did you?
Of course not. I wouldn't give those smart alecky little pigs the satisfaction of seeing my face plastered all over the front of the newspaper. I told them to talk to you.
Talk to me? What are you, crazy? I'm not talking to the press. I can already see the story now. Gluttonous wolf caught in the act of consuming little old granny and her red-caped granddaughter. It's embarrassing. No, thank you.
Well, if it wasn't for the nosy hunter that happened by, you wouldn't have been caught. I don't know how he recognized you dressed as Granny. You are a master of disguise.
Well, thank you, but it may have been that little piece of red cloth dangling from my mouth while I slept, though. I'm not certain.
Well, you always were a messy eater. Mother tried to teach you manners, but you never listened.
Me? What about you? At least I managed to catch my meal. You never even got a chance at your prey.
Well, it's not my fault that last house was built up like a brick. My asthma started flaring up, and I just didn't have enough breath to blow it down. I tried.
Really?
Heaven knows I tried. And don't even get me started. I huffed and huffed several times. I even puffed a while. It just wouldn't budge.
Really? Sliding down the chimney, though.
What's so funny about that? It was a brilliant idea.
Oh, brother. What did you expect? Just to climb up the wall like a maniac and drop down on your prey while they were playing cards? The smoke from the chimney should have been the first clue that your plan wasn't going to work.
I didn't see the smoke until it was too late. Anyways, who are you to talk? Walking around the countryside with a belly full of stones, howling like a maniac, like that's dignified. Boy, that granny was so mad. She got you good.
All right. I guess neither of us really have anything to laugh about. Let's just keep quiet until this all blows over. Soon, no one will even remember it happened.
Blows over. Very funny.
Got enough time to think about it? What's it gonna be?
Definitely not the pigs in the blanket.
And no baked goods either.
I think we're gonna go vegetarian for a while, Rosie. We'll take 2 orders of pasta primavera, if you don't mind.
And no aged cheddar on top.
Right, so 2 pasta primaveras, hold the sausage, hold the aged cheese. Can I get you boys anything else?
Not unless you can get us our dignities back.
How dare you?
All right, Allie, in your personal opinion, how was Fractured Fairy Tales?
It was amazing.
Wesley,
What?
did you like the play?
Yeah!
How'd the girls do?
Good.
Binker?
Good.
Would you see it again?
I want to see it 2,000 more times.
And who's your biggest fan, Katie?
Lincoln.
Or Charlotte?